Leon Kennedy. Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil is haunted by experiences most people could never imagine. On his very first day as a police officer, he walks into the nightmare of Raccoon City and witnesses the collapse of an entire community. Over the years, he continues facing biological disasters, loss, and constant danger. Unlike heroes who become fearless, Leon often carries the emotional weight of what he has seen. Every mission reminds him of previous failures, previous victims, and people he could not save. What makes Leon stand out is his determination to keep helping others despite those memories. He does not overcome his past by forgetting it. Instead, he learns to keep moving forward while carrying it. His story reflects how resilience is often not the absence of pain, but the ability to continue despite it.
Niko Bellic. Niko Bellic from Grand Theft Auto 4 arrives in America hoping to escape the memories of war and violence that followed him throughout Eastern Europe. He dreams of a better life, yet he quickly discovers that the new world is filled with many of the same problems. Betrayal, crime, and corruption continue surrounding him. Unlike many protagonists, Niko rarely speaks about glory or ambition. Much of his story revolves around regret. He carries memories of friends lost during war and the guilt that comes from surviving when others did not. Even when opportunities appear, he struggles to believe happiness is possible. His character feels realistic because trauma does not disappear simply because someone moves somewhere new. The past often travels with people, no matter how far they run.
John Marston. John Marston from Red Dead Redemption is a man trying to outrun a life that refuses to let him go. As a former outlaw and member of the Vanderlyn gang, he spent years robbing, killing, and surviving on the edges of society. When he finally decides to build a peaceful life with his family, the consequences of his past return. Government agents force him back into violence, turning his attempt at redemption into a final struggle for freedom. What makes John different is that he genuinely wants change, yet every choice he made years earlier continues shaping his future. His story reflects a difficult reality. Sometimes the hardest part of changing is living with the person you used to be.
Ezio Auditore. Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed begins as a young man with an ordinary life, but everything changes when his father and brothers are publicly executed. That loss becomes the defining moment of his journey. At first, Ezio is driven by anger and a desire for revenge. However, as the years pass, he discovers that carrying the past forever can become its own burden. Through battles, betrayals, and decades of conflict, he slowly learns the difference between vengeance and purpose. What makes Ezio memorable is that he grows older while still carrying the memory of that tragedy. Rather than letting it consume him completely, he gradually transforms pain into wisdom. His story shows how the past can shape a person without having to control them forever.